Hello, all. So I just saw Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm just going to be open and frank. It sucks. It's trash. You shouldn't watch it. You shouldn't spend a dime on it. Now, I know that everybody's going to be like, this movie's going to make billions of dollars. It's going to become a staple of society. Everybody's going to reference it, and I want to watch it just so I can stay in the social loop. That's perfectly understandable, and I get that. If you need to watch this to stay in the social loop, because everybody's going to be referencing this, and be really, really popular, then wait until it comes out in Netflix and watch it for free. And have it as background noise. Do something else what was on, because it's not worth your time or your money or anything. It is trash. It's as bad as the prequels. In a way, it's a little bit worse because it's way more infuriating. It's just trash. Now, why am I saying it's bad? Because it's not a sequel. It's not Star Wars Part 7. It's not a continuation of the story. It's a remake. It's the script from Star Wars A New Hope reshot and redone. It's as if you're watching the Psycho remake or the Omen or the new A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just the original film, shot for shot, frame for frame, the same movie over again. The new android BB-8, he's just a lazy clone of R2-D2. He's the exact same character. The Supreme Leader, the main bad guy of the movie, is just a lazy clone of the Emperor. A really lazy one. He looks almost exactly the same, only he's bigger. They even have a stand-in for Boba Fett. Ooh. And Kylo Ren, who could have been a really interesting character, because he actually has a bit of an interesting backstory, is just a lazy clone of Darth Vader. They give him this really interesting backstory, and you think they're going to do something interesting with it, but besides for something in the end, they don't do anything with it. He's just a lazy clone of Darth Vader. Not only are all these characters massive recycles of prior characters, only not done as well, the plot is a massive recycle. They have to get BB-8 to get a map. They have to take out a new Death Star. It follows the exact same plot of Star Wars A New Hope, beat for beat, line for line. It's the exact same movie. Down to a T. As I just mentioned, there's even a new Death Star in this. And its difference to the old Death Star is it's bigger! That's it. That's the level of originality in this movie. Oh, it's different from the Death Star because it's bigger. That's how much thought has gone into this script. It's just so... And what's infuriating even more than all of that crap is every now and then you bump into an interesting concept that could make for a really interesting film, and the movie completely ignores it and instead just recycles more of Star Wars A New Hope. And it happens time and time again, and it gets annoying, a little bit more annoying each time. For example, the new Death Star in question, it fuels up to blows up planets by eating the star around it. Engulfs the star, this gives it fuel, and then it blows up a planet. If you have a device that can eat a star, that means it would kill all the planets around it. If you took out the sun, Earth is dead. If you took out the sun, Earth is dead. You don't need it to blow up planets. Just have it eat the star of the solar system it's in, and it kills all the planets around it. That's a perfect killing machine. And not only that, that's an original idea that we have not seen before in a Star Wars film. But it completely ignores that. And not only does it ignore that, it spits in its face. It's about to blow up this planet, okay? And it's eating the star close by the planet to do so. And they're like, we have to stop that new Death Star before it eats that star, or else it's going to blow us up. It eats said star, and then they blow it up just in the nick of time. And yes, I'm spoiling the whole movie. I hope I spoil it so you have no reason to watch it. But anyways, it eats the star, they blow it up, and they save their planet. Their sun was just eaten by a giant spaceship. It doesn't matter if they blew up the spaceship or not. Their sun is gone. They are all dead now. Their sun is literally gone. And it ignores this. The planet is saved because it didn't get blown up. Their sun is gone. I can't believe it could actually ignore that and replace it for something we've actually seen before. It had an original idea. It eats suns. That's the original idea. That's what you roll with. You don't just ignore that and have it just blow up planets again. That is so lazy. And the thing is full of that. It's full of these cool ideas that could have made a cool movie, but it ignored them so it could just remake Star Wars A New Hope. For example, Finn and Rey, the two new characters in the movie, are both really interesting. Finn is a betrayer to the new version of the Empire, to the new version of the bad guys. I don't even remember their name because they're just a rehash of the old enemies. Why should I bother remembering their name? But anyways, he is a servant to them. He realizes they're in the wrong and he turns against them. You could have made an entire movie out of that. He could have tried to rebel against them from the inside out and try to take them out from the inside out. And that would have been a really interesting movie. It doesn't do that. It just does Star Wars A New Hope. It would have been really cool, and I really liked Finn. He was an interesting character, but it just used him to recycle the plot we had. Same goes for Rey. Rey is a scavenger, been living on her own for years. She has to fight and take care of herself, and she's a really interesting character, and I really like her. I just wish she was in a better story than this trash. Like, both these two characters are really well done. They're really well acted. They're really smart. And they deserve a lot better than this movie. Finn specifically. I love Finn. Finn was a really good character. Because one of the first things he says is he's saving someone from these bad guys. And the guy's like, why are you doing this? Because it's the right thing to do. I instantly like this character. I instantly like him because we instantly know everything about him. He was only ever serving these guys because he got brainwashed by their propaganda and he thought they were in the right. He's at his heart a noble character. He's just been misled, and that's really interesting. I want to spend as much time as I can with Finn. I don't want to spend any time with BB-8 or freaking Darth Vader wannabe because they're all recycled garbage. So, yeah, I don't care how well this movie is made. I don't care how good the special effects are. And I don't care how much money it makes. It doesn't make up for the fact of how recycled this movie is. Yes, it has great special effects. Yes, it is really good and really well done in a practical sense. A lot of good practical effects. I'm not going to deny that. It does not make up for how recycled this movie is. And I'm not going to reward a movie for being this lazy and this recycled. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I don't care how well it was made. It's still the exact same script from Star Wars A New Hope. And as such, it's lazy. And I'm not rewarding lazy. I don't care how well they made it. And as such, I'm giving this a 3 out of 10, and I'm calling it the trash that it is. It is as bad as the prequels. You shouldn't bother with it, and it's a piece of trash. And anyone that complains about Rey or Finn because Finn was black or Rey was a woman, they were the only original elements in this entire trash pile. They're literally the only reasons to bother seeing this thing. They are the only unique and original ideas in the entire travesty that is the train wreck of this movie. If you make fun of them, you are literally making fun of the only good element in this entire flick. If they weren't in it, it would somehow be even worse. And my goodness, it was bad enough as is. I don't even want to think about that. So just avoid it. It's not worth your time. It's pure trash. It's recycled garbage. It's a frame for frame, shot for shot remake of Star Wars A New Hope, and it just feels like a cheap cash grab because that's all it is. It sucks.